everyone, so today we're going to read a story about some pigs. I think you've heard the rhyme, this little piggy went to the market, this little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy cried wee, wee, all the way home. Have you heard it? Well, today we're going to read the long story so you can know it by heart. So there was once a family of 5 pigs, and Mrs. Pig, their mother, loved all very dearly. Some of these little pigs were very good and took a great deal of trouble to please her. The eldest pig was so active and useful that he was called Mr. Pig. So this is Mr. Pig. One day he went to the market with his cart full of vegetables. But Rusty, the donkey, do you know what's a donkey? Do you know how it sounds? That's a donkey. Began to show his bad temper before he had gone very far on the road. All the coaxing and the whipping will not make him move. So Mr. Pig took him out of the shafts and being very strong, drew the cart to the market and he dragged the cart. Mr. Pig lost no time in telling his vegetables. And very soon after Rusty came trotting into the marketplace, and as he now seemed willing to take his place in the cart, Mr. Pig started for home without delay. When he got there, Mrs. Piggy called him her best and most worthy son. So this is Mr. Pig. He went to the market and he brought a lot of food for his brothers and his mother. Then we had this little piggy who stayed home. Now we have 2, look. This little piggy very much wanted to go with his brother. And he said, can I go? But Mr. Piggy said, oh no. But as he was so mischievous that he could not be trusted far away, his mother made him stay home and told him to keep good fire while she went up to the miller's to buy some flour. But as soon as he was alone, instead of learning his lessons, he began to tease the poor cat. The cat, meow. Then he got to the bellows and cut the leather with a knife so as to see where the wind came from. And when he could not find this out, he began to cry, wah, wah, wah. After this, he broke all his brother's toys. He forced the drumstick through the drum. He tore off the tail from the kite. Then he pulled all of the horse's head. And then he went to the cupboard and ate the jam. When Mrs. Piggy came home, she sat down by the fire and being very tired, she soon fell asleep. Soon had she done so, then this bad little piggy got along a handkerchief and tied her into her chair. But soon she awoke and found out all the mischief that he had been doing. She saw all the damage that he had done to his brother's playthings. So she quickly brought out the biggest and heaviest birch and gave his naughty little pig such a beating as he did not forget for a long time. The mommy beat him like this, bye, because he was being really naughty. We have to help mommy and daddy in the house. Then we have another pig. Look, this is the 3rd pig. The little piggy who had roast beef. The little piggy was a very good and careful fellow. These are going to sleep. He gave his mother scarcely any trouble and always took a pleasure in doing all she bade him. Here, when him sitting down with clear hands and face to some nice roast beef, while his brother, the idle pig who is standing on a stool in the corner with the done's cap, has none. He wouldn't share. He sat down and quietly learned his lesson and asked his mother to hear him repeat it. And this he He did so well that Mrs. Piggy stroked him on the ears and forehead and called him a good little pig. You're so good and smart. After this, he asked her to allow him to help her make tea. He brought everything she wanted and lifted off the kettle from the fire without spilling a drop either on his toes or the carpet. After asking his mother's leave to play with his hoop, woo, with a hoop, like a hula hoop. Do you have a hula hoop? He had not gone far when he saw an old blind pig who, with his hat in his hand, was carrying at the loss of his dog. Ooh, his dog was dead. That is so sad. So he put his hand in his pocket and found a halfpenny, which gave him to the poor old pig. For you, he said. It was such a good thoughtful conduct as this has his mother often gave him little pig roast beef. We now come to the little pig who had none. Now we have three. The one who went to the market, the one who was being bad at home, and the one who had roast beef because he was so good. Now let's see the little piggy who had none. He didn't have any roast beef. That's Piggy. This was the most obstinable and willful little pig. His mother had set him to learn his lesson. He's learning lessons at home, just like you. Wow, that's great. But no sooner had he gone out into the garden that he tore his book into pieces. Oh no, Mommy is going to be so mad. When his mother came back, he ran off to the streets to play with his other idle little pigs like himself. He ran. After he quarreled with one of the little pigs and got sound thrashing, being afraid to go home, he stayed out till it was quite dark and caught several colds. Achoo! He was sick because he stayed out way too long. So he was taken home and put to bed and had to take a lot of nice physic. He had to take medicine. Ugh. We don't like medicine, but it's good for you. So he was sick. He had roast beef. He was naughty. And he went to the market. Now let's see this little piggy what is going to do. The little piggy who cried wee wee all the way home. This little piggy. This little piggy went fishing. Now, he had been told not to go into the farmer's Grumpy's grounds, who did not allow anyone to fish in his part of the river. Farmer Grumpy wouldn't share the river. But in spite of what he had been told, this foolish little pig went there. He didn't care and he went in there. He soon caught a very large fish, and while he was trying to carry him home, Farmer Grumpy came running along with his great whip. He quickly dropped the fish, but the farmers caught him. And as he laid his whip over his back for some time, the little pig ran off crying, wee, 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 all the way home. Oh, this little pig is... So this little piggy didn't follow instructions. He didn't follow instructions because Mommy told him not to go into the farmer's house because he didn't like it. And he went. So when the farmer caught him, he cried about it. Oh, why? The short one. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy cried wee wee all the way home. Bye! See you next time!